Welcome back to British Stand. A bit of breaking news for you this morning, and it is as a police manhunt has been launched after 3 prisoners have escaped a jail in Buckinghamshire. Now, this story raises a lot of questions already early on. As we get into it, you'll be clear as to why. Essentially, they're being described as dangerous, firstly. Secondly, they're being held in a Category D prison, despite them being dubbed as dangerous. And the other one is, they escaped on Monday, but we're only finding out this information today. It's Thursday. Crazy. I mean, I'm not in charge of anything, but surely if prisoners escaped on Monday, then we should be finding out the news straight away so the public can help identify those individuals. 4 days later, as to where we get the information that they have escaped, just doesn't really make any sense to me. But I'm just some guy speaking on YouTube. What do I know, eh? As always, guys, I'm going to break down the story, but first, please do hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for more breaking news content coming out of the United Kingdom. But let's go through what we currently know with regard to this breaking story. So essentially, a manhunt has been launched for 3 prisoners who escaped a prison in Buckinghamshire. The public is being warned not to approach the men who escaped from HMP Spring Hill on Monday. Now, these are the individuals here, for those of you that want to know, but basically Jason McDonald, Daniel Harty and Barney Casey all escaped from the low security category prison at 6 p.m. on Monday. The 3 men were known to frequent Bristol, West Midlands, Leicestershire, Leeds, Bradford, Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland. In terms of a police statement, this is what has been said with regard to the police. They've said, "We are appealing to the public for any information around McDonough, Casey and Harty's whereabouts, or anyone who may see them, to get in touch. We would advise members of the public not to approach them if they see them. Instead, call 999. If you have any information as to where they may be, you can call 101 or make a report online." So this is essentially who they are. The 3, I'll give you a bit of a background story on them. But McDonough is described as a white man, around 5'9", tall, of a medium build, with ginger hair. He has facial hair and was last seen wearing grey tracksuit trousers. Casey is described as a white man, around 5'9", of a small build and has black hair. He has slight facial hair, moustache and a goatee beard. He is last seen wearing a grey tracksuit. Harty is described as a white man, around 5'9", slim build with black hair and black beard. He was last seen wearing a blue jacket and grey joggers. As stated, an investigation is underway to determine how the 3 prisoners escaped from HMP Spring Hill, a Category D men's prison. So, yes, a manhunt currently underway. But again, a lot of questions raised from this. As I stated, they're being described as dangerous individuals, but more to the point, why are we only finding out this news on Thursday? It's literally been, 4 days since they escaped, and we're only finding out about it just now. It doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. It really doesn't. The manhunt for the trio comes just weeks, essentially, after there was another drug dealer that escaped, of course, that goes by the name of Elliot Riley. He also escaped a Category D prison on October 22nd after clambering over the barbed wire topped fence and being driven away by a waiting vehicle. And again, he's apparently still on the run at this moment in time as well. So we've got a few fugitives escaping from prisons within the United Kingdom. So if history were to repeat itself, then given the fact that they've announced this news 4 days later, probably suggests as to probably why they can't seem to catch these escaped fugitives. But Riley, as stated, seems like he's on the run, but the manhunt for these 3 remains at large. But yeah, craziness. Absolutely craziness. Why do we find out about this stuff now? I just don't get it. I don't get it. Usually, if it was a certain demographic, then we'd probably understand as to why. However, Why the delay? I mean, could anyone shine the light on that with me as to why it was taking 4 days for the public to actually find out about these individuals escaping prison? It just doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. I really don't understand why. Anyway, let's get into the live chat. And more to the point, I'm sure Category D means a lower level, lower security prison, right? But as stated, the media are describing these individuals, or the police are describing these individuals as dangerous, and you should not approach them. I don't know what their crimes were as such, but the fact that Tommy Robinson was in a Category A prison, when he's not a danger to society, it just means that everything is slightly messed up. I mean, the whole thing with Axel and all of these kind of things, and, you know, terrorists cutting about in UK prisons, being able to sort of cook and clean, cook food and all that sort of stuff, have access to equipment that could harm individuals, and we've seen attacks on prison officers. It probably suggests to me that the UK prison does need a new revitalisation. Needs to be started again, so we get our priorities straight. But yeah, dangerous individuals in Category D, political prisoners in Category A, and you wonder why individuals are escaping. Craziness. Absolutely craziness. Someone makes a good point here. Dan Tag says, that looks like a hotel, not a prison. Yeah, let's get that picture up again. It does look like a bit of a hotel, doesn't it? Oh, that's Riley. There we go. Yeah, it looks like a country retreat. I mean, does that look like a prison in terms of barbed wire and all the rest of it? Like, what is that? I mean, that was one image. Well, there's another image here. Sorry. There you go. I mean, it doesn't really look like a maximum security prison, does it? I mean, it's like you can just walk in and walk out of the place. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Gary says those Cat D prisons are like Butlins. There is one not too far away from where I live, HMP Sudbury. Yeah, no. Well, as I said, the police are describing these individuals as dangerous. So I have no idea why they're in there. But you're absolutely right. It doesn't look like a little retreat, doesn't it? A country retreat or something like that. Mind-boggling. It really is mind-boggling. Yes, Martin. Dangerous inmates in an open prison. Is that what it is? Is it an open prison? Is that what it is? Wow, an open prison. What is the point of an open prison? Just come and go. You guys escaped. I'm actually thinking when I first saw the headline that, of course, it was some like prison break in terms of the series kind of prison break that happened. But by the looks of things, the government are just inviting these guys to escape anyway. If it's an open prison, just cut about, come in and out. But yeah, wild. Absolutely wild. Especially if they're a danger to people. Oh, I love this. I mean, I'm not really that clued up with prisons, to be perfectly honest with you. It's not my forte and where I specialise my interest in. But if real talk or what he's saying is they're half open prisons where inmates can go out for a few hours. What? They just like go. I've heard of this, to be fair. These people, they just go out for the day, they come back at night time. It's wild, absolutely wild. This can be given to inmates which are sometimes in prison and they're getting prepared to go out. Oh, but what would be the point of escaping if you're about to leave? That just doesn't make any sense to me. Regardless. Sam says, so they keep Zombie in a solitary in a Cat B prison, and these are in Cat D. That's ridiculous. I think the whole thing needs ripped up and started again anyway. As stated, it maybe became a massive problem when we started to give terrorists within our prisons kitchen and cooking equipment so they can carry attacks out on prison guards. So I think the whole prison system of the United Kingdom needs a revamp in general, and this would probably suggest as to why. There's a bit of information there from John Tyndall. Cat D prisons are all open prisons. Thank you for the information. I didn't know that. But yeah, I mean, Manhunt on the way. Big breaking news this morning. But the government kind of invite this sort of stuff. So 3 dangerous guys on the run, but they left an open prison. It doesn't make any sense to me. It really, really doesn't make any sense to me. But regardless, again, it's just another day in the UK, isn't it? We'll find out anyway. But 4 days now, where could they be on the run after the public have only just been given this information? Wow. It just sums up the United Kingdom, doesn't it? But anyway, guys, still let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for more breaking news stories just like this one. And I will see you all later in yet another live stream. Take care, look after yourselves,